Hey, welcome to Gutter Trash, episode 176, World's Greatest Dad. My name is Eric.
And I'm Jason.
Hello.
What's up?
Not much.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter for 5 more minutes.
Oh, yes. If only Easter was always 5 minutes long.
That's
That'd be
true.
great.
How did your zombie Messiah day go?
It was good. We celebrated in zombie Messiah fashion.
Yeah.
We ate stuff.
Oh, what kind of stuff?
Well,
The stuff?
the stuff starring Michael Gross.
Right. No, it's Michael Moriarty.
Michael Moriarty.
Yeah.
What? No, Michael Gross.
Mm-mm.
He was in the stuff.
Nope.
I bet you money.
Well, okay.
All right, how much are we talking?
$20.
I don't have $20.
I don't either.
How about $1?
Okay.
All right. Well, what was Michael Gross in before we shake on it?
Tremors?
I'm thinking he was in the stuff. I'll bet you $1.
All right.
All right, $1.
We'll
Sweet.
find out during the break.
All right.
We'll forget by the break.
Yeah, I'm sure. No, well, my mom made this pretty good spread of food,
Yeah.
involving all manner of things. Centered around the turkey.
Really?
I made a turkey.
A turkey?
An Easter turkey.
Really?
Yeah, no
Yeah.
Easter ham.
Well, that's understandable. Ham
Yeah.
is disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
It's my least favorite lunch meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even under pickle loaf, really.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Okay. It's my least favorite lunch meat that I'd still actually eat.
Okay.
Turkey. Wow.
Turkey.
Yeah.
Turkey, she made stuffing. I think she was just confused about which holiday it was.
Right.
She was dressed like a pilgrim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, Thanksgiving's a better holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just go with it.
Because it's a 4-day weekend instead of a 3-day.
Well, there's that. There's Black Friday to look forward to.
Oh, yeah.
Better food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good for mom.
Yeah.
No, but I ate green bean casserole, a sweet potato souffle, some rolls, some deviled eggs.
Yeah. Well, eggs, that's an Easter thing.
It's a very Eastery thing, yeah. But yeah, there's no hiding of them. They were just right there in the fridge.
Right.
Right.
Well, they were hiding. They were just in a terrible spot.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna, actually it's true, because I thought they were gonna be on the top shelf, and it turns out second shelf.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Tricky.
Yeah, exactly. I somehow maneuvered and, figured things out. How about you?
My mom also, made some foodstuffs.
Yeah.
We had steak. With sauteed mushrooms, grilled shrimp, green bean casserole, and baked potatoes with some
Nice.
rolls.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had, I forgot we had, see I didn't eat any, I'm not a fan of mashed potatoes. It's
No.
my least favorite form of potatoes.
As is mine.
Yeah. But I peeled a dozen potatoes.
Yeah. It's a lot of potatoes.
Smashed them all up.
Yeah.
And, we thought we were having 6 people, but it turns out we only had 4. So,
Who flaked?
my cousin Amy had strep throat today. And her boyfriend stayed home with her.
Likely excuse.
But, so we called in the pinch hitter. We called Doogie in. We said, we got extra food. He's always hungry. Doogie came over. I think Doogie ate like 14 deviled eggs.
Wow. That is, I do not want to be around Doogie for like the next 3 days.
He's usually smelly in the,
It's true, but
in the interior.
the deviled eggs is gonna just make that worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a fun time was had by most.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. My dog ate some turkey.
Yeah.
My cat ate some turkey.
Yeah. The cats all slept.
And Max didn't. He doesn't beg for.
No, he was asleep
Oh, that's impressive.
for the entire 3 hours that I was there.
Yeah, see, my mom has a cat, and I've got a cat. I live with my mom.
Yeah.
My cat begs for turkey. He loves turkey.
Yeah.
Her cat just kind of just chills. He just looks out the window.
Yeah.
He never begs for food.
Yeah, these cats don't really beg for table scraps or anything like that. They'll hang around, like, if they're out and about. But they're not really looking for food. They're mostly just looking to be paid attention to.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
An animal that craves attention over food.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd think that maybe they were abused or something.
Yeah.
They're not.
No, clearly not.
Yeah.
Especially Max, he seems like the king of that place.
He really is. Yeah. Well, he's got the most pleasant personality out of all of them, so he deserves to be treated as the king. He is not an asshole.
Yeah. He's a very charismatic kid.
Yes, he is. Yes. He is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So yeah, happy Easter.
Happy Easter indeed. Yeah, so, what a way to celebrate Easter with the story of a teenage suicide.
Just like Jesus.
Yep.
Is that how he went?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. Killed himself accidentally while masturbating.
When he was a teenager?
Yeah.
I always heard that, like, the teenage years were lost through the Bible. Maybe that's why.
Well, that's why.
They covered that up.
Yeah.
They're like, take out the book of audio arousal and put in some more Leviticus or something.
They found him, hanging, holding his dick, and, decided that, this is not gonna be good. Let's just, pretend that he was, beaten by, the Romans and then crucified.
Yeah, I mean, it's more plausible.
Yeah.
Just to go on record, for the listener, I am a God worshipping person who thinks the Bible is about as sacred as a Garfield calendar.
Alright.
So I do believe in God.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can just do whatever with the Bible.
Right.
I don't really care.
Well, Garfield calendars are pretty clever sometimes.
Well, they can be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That cat loves. I can't even say it without cracking up. He loves his lasagna, and he hates his Mondays. It's good stuff. Oh. So yeah, it's a good times.
Yeah. World's Greatest Dad. Starring, Robin Williams. And, the kid from Spy Kids.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen Spy Kids. Was he the main kid?
Yeah.
The suicide?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kyle?
Uh-huh.
That's gonna make that movie weird when I watch Spy Kids.
Yeah. Well, that and the knowledge that, Danny Trejo plays Machete in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard about that.
The kid was also in, the movie John Carter.
Oh yeah?
He played, Edgar Rice Burroughs.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. So he's a decent actor then, huh?
Yeah, well, he's a working actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's alright in this movie.
He was okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. He plays an entirely unlikable character. And, it works.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For shizzle.
He is, entirely irredeemable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to say, like, even, maybe not a third of the way in, but at least a fourth of the way into this movie, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like this movie.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, this movie, it reminded me, like, it hit all the same chords for me as Wilson, the book by Daniel Close.
Okay.
Like, it was like, I wanna like it, and like, there's parts of it that I think are kinda neat,
Right.
but it looks like it's gonna be something that I just think falls super flat. Like, I thought it was just gonna be like, F-bombs and dick jokes through the whole thing.
Right.
Which, I can get behind a good dick joke.
Right. Who can't?
Yeah. But I thought it was just gonna be like, let's be foul.
Right.
And let's celebrate it. And it was just gonna be lame.
Right.
But no.
Yeah.
It got so much better.
Yeah. Well, fourth of the way, and that's not too long into the movie, is it?
Well, fourth to a third, somewhere in there. Like
so
longer than I would have thought. Like,
So like 30 minutes, 20 minutes at most, right?
Yeah.
That's not too
20,
bad.
30 minutes, yeah.
That's the first act.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought it was not gonna be good.
Really?
Yeah.
I enjoyed it from the get-go.
Yeah.
I mean, to a point.
Right.
As much as one can enjoy, horrible people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I have to ask this, because, I knew where it was going.
Mm-hmm.
Did you?
No, the only things I knew about this movie were that it was called World's Greatest Dad and that Bobcat and Robin Williams were involved.
Okay.
That's all I knew. I didn't even think it was supposed to be funny at all.
Okay.
Like, I thought it was just like a drama.
Really?
Yeah.
With Robin Williams and Bobcat
For
Goldthwait?
some reason, yeah. Well, I mean, Robin Williams is capable of some serious
of
things.
course,
like,
of course.
You've seen Mork and Mindy.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah,
Everything else
yeah.
is pretty dry. But yeah, no, for some reason I was thinking it was like, just like, yeah, Bobcat's trying to like break into like serious drama.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's definitely
had
some
moments.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
some dramatic moments, but it is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would have to say that, I think maybe if you'd have known, where it was going, you probably would have been on board from the get-go.
Yeah.
Cause I did, I knew a little bit about what the movie was, so, I don't think I realized how foul it was going to be at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, that's another thing. Like, it almost seems like it was just starting out just super foul. Like,
Right.
I don't know. Just, like, I like foul, but
Right.
I like it when it's tempered with something else, but it just
Okay.
seemed like it was gonna be just,
All of it.
yeah,
Right.
just like gratuitous for gratuity's sake.
Gotcha.
But-
Gotcha.
But it really ended up, like, meshing well.
Right.
Yeah. Man.
So you did enjoy after.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was great.
Okay.
It was great. Yeah, I mean, I can never remember, like, I can't remember what you do now. Do you put, synopsises or do they know what this is about at this point?
I usually, if I feel that, I can sum it up shortly and succinctly, I will put a synopsis.
Okay.
But, it doesn't matter. We
So we can
still
talk about
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because,
I think the reason we started doing the synopsis in the first place was that I think we were spending too much time,
right.
Going over the
Building
plot.
the story, right.
So, I mean, we can touch on it, obviously. That is,
That's what we do.
I mean, well, I think it's hard to talk about this movie without, mentioning exactly what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, I figure if it's written on the Netflix sleeve, then it's safe for us to talk about for sure. Yeah. But yeah, basically it's about, Robin Williams as a father to, this horrible kid. Horrible kid.
Oh, yeah. Terrible person. Terrible human being.
Who, basically, accidentally kills himself while jerking off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it just goes from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a terrible person. Nobody likes him. Deservedly
reason.
so.
Yeah.
Deservedly so. Yeah, I mean, you totally get the picture that he hasn't became terrible because people don't like him.
Right.
It's in fact, they don't
He's
like him
just
because he's
terrible.
fucking
Right, yeah.
horrible. Yeah, he's a fucking horrible person. And Robin Williams is also a teacher at the school that
Right.
the kid attends, the high school, which, keeps, in public eye, Robin Williams to the people who also know his son.
Right.
So, yeah. So once the kid dies, all eyes are kind of on Robin Williams.
Yeah.
And he kind of uses that to, kind of excel his, propel, I guess is the word, his writing career.
Right. His reputation.
Right.
Yeah. Basically, he covers up the fact that his son died of autoerotic asphyxiation, and then sets up the death as if it were a suicide and writes a suicide note.
Right.
Which he just intends, for when the police and the coroner come to that's the end of it.
Yeah, he doesn't show it to anybody.
Right. Yeah. But the suicide note gets leaked, and suddenly his kid becomes like this folk hero.
Right. Yeah, suddenly he's like the Kurt Cobain of the high school.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess people did like that guy.
Right.
Prior to. But
Yeah.
Is that a bad analogy?
Yeah.
He becomes the, Himmler. Do people like him afterwards?
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. I think that's it's a worse analogy.
Second bad analogy.
Yeah. Stop making analogies.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just like to make anything that starts with the word anal, you know.
See, now I don't like this show because it just seems like it's foul.
Well, you get 2/3 of the way in, you're going to start liking it. The hard part is getting 2/3 of the way in. That's what she said.
So we're not 2/3 of the way in.
No, you would expect so, but our podcast is long and strong. We got it going on. Oh. So the Suicide Note becomes a crowd favorite.
Yeah.
Goth girls start weeping for him.
Yeah, he becomes a hero to all. Everybody loves him at that point. Because they think he's misunderstood and they just didn't get him when he was alive.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's how it's going to be when we kill ourselves.
No. Yeah. Yeah, I think people will just be glad we're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, thank God I don't have to keep commenting on their blogs.
It's sad because only you and I comment on our blogs.
That's what I'm referring to.
Okay.
I guess we didn't talk about Robin Williams. I mean, he's a struggling writer.
Right.
And he teaches a poetry class.
That nobody attends. Yeah.
Nobody attends. He's written a few novels and they're all been rejected. He's only ever sold greeting cards. Which, that would be awesome, right?
Yeah.
To write greeting cards?
Sure.
So yeah, he kind of sees this as some sort of validation of his writing ability.
Right.
That people, seem touched and like connected to the words he's put down, even if they don't realize they were by him.
Right. Yeah, and then he begins to exploit that, and he writes an entire fictional journal that his son, quote unquote, wrote.
That he discovered after his death.
Right. Yeah. Which propels him into sort of superstardom. And the son sort of becomes like this almost messianic sort of character.
It's not no longer just in the high school, it's nationwide.
Right.
Just like ZZ Top sang about.
But it's hilarious.
It's so funny.
It's so dark, though.
Oh, it's completely dark.
But hilarious. And awkward. Very awkward.
I swear, too, like, there was, like, at least a half dozen times during the film where you think it's just gonna, like, fall apart around Robin Williams' character, around Lance, and, it has this great tone where it just fucking rides. It just keeps it going, like, he ends up, like, and I mean, like, first of all, the kids in the high school like the book, and then it, like, gets bigger, and, like, I kept expecting it to fall apart around him. There's all these little clues, like, one of the other teachers is looking up his suicide note on, or the coroner's report for his suicide. Like, you keep thinking, like, it's just gonna, like, fall apart, but it just goes and goes, and it just gets darker and funnier.
Right.
And more
outlandish. Of course, the only reason that, the other teacher is even looking up the coroner's report and all that is because he's jealous. Because, like, the whole, like, a subplot throughout the entire thing is that Robin Williams is involved with the hot young art teacher.
Right.
And, this other teacher is, like, the handsome young, creative writing teacher. That basically is Robin Williams' main competition in the school for everything.
Yeah. Yeah, for classwork, the attention of the lady, like,
Right.
Just some sort of, camaraderie with the students, they're like, hey, what's up, Mike? To the teacher.
And of course, the hot young art teacher is, she's also a terrible person.
Yeah, she's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, she seems really sweet and nice.
Right. But, like, at the beginning, you're led to believe that, but,
yeah.
She quickly is shown to be just
as full of shit as everybody else.
Yeah.
Yep. Man.
Yeah, not too many people come off as great in this movie.
No.
Even Robin Williams, he's like, he only means the best at first.
Right.
But then, he starts taking advantage of the situation. He just becomes an awful person too, but at the same time you can see, okay, a lot of people talk a lot of shit about Robin Williams.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he's done some terrible movies and,
but
I think this is a movie that definitely proves how good of an actor he is.
Oh, yeah.
Cause he is able to pull off just a whole range of things, just from, I mean, it's a very subdued performance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if, like, Richard Dreyfuss would have been Lance in this movie?
Right, yeah.
It would have sucked. Like, it would have been good, like, a fifth of the time, because, he could have done a fifth of the things, but, you're totally right. Robin Williams is a complex and diverse actor.
Yeah. I think he gets a bad rap, and I think it's unwarranted, and I think this movie definitely proves, why people like him, Cause he is, even when his character is at its worst, he's still likable, and you can still see, like, in his face, like, while he's soaking up the attention and that he's getting, you can still see the guilt that he feels for everything that he's doing.
Definitely, and like, that's what we were talking about earlier. There are definitely some very dramatic parts of this movie that aren't just played for laughs.
Right.
Most of the parts with Robin Williams just subtly acting.
Right.
And, not even speaking. And, he's awesome in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, if he went through this period where I kind of thought he was just like, I was like, he's just making crap now. That's fine. That happens. But then he did, like, Insomnia and 1 Hour Photo. And,
1 Hour Photo is great.
Oh, yeah.
Insomnia is really good, too. It's been a while since I've seen it, but yeah.
Yeah. But he was awesome in this movie.
Yeah. But even after those movies, he was still sort of doing just crap, like RV and
he's got grandkids and stuff, right?
Right,
he wants to. I mean, he can't show them all of his.
Right.
He can't show them 1 Hour Photo, probably.
Right.
What's Grandpa doing?
What was that movie he did with John Travolta a couple years ago?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was like some movie where like he suddenly his ex-wife suddenly forced these 2 kids on him, and wackiness happened.
Oh. Yeah. They have to drive across country with Ice Cube.
Right? Yeah, it's yeah.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, but he still does his fair share of crap, but
just gotta pay the bills. I'm sure this one wasn't a huge success.
No, probably not. I mean, I don't think it was even. It was probably just an art house, movie when it came out. I mean, he is like the only name actor in it, really.
Yeah.
The captain from Dexter.
Yeah. I've seen him in something else recently too. I'm starting to see that guy pop up a lot.
I've seen him a lot, and I think the reason that he was actually in this movie was because he was on the show Unhappily Ever After, which was sort of a rip-off of Married with Children.
Oh yeah.
He was their Al Bundy.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I could see that.
Except the twist on that was that he had a stuffed bunny that would talk to him. And the voice was
Bobcat.
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Really? That was okay. I didn't recognize that guy.
Yeah.
I think I've only ever seen like a clip of that show. What was it called? Greg?
Unhappily Ever After.
Okay. What's Greg the Bunny? What's that?
That's Seth Green, and
Okay.
like it's about a show about puppets.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I never watched
Something
that.
different. Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Yeah, Bobcat, he even makes an awesome cameo. Hitchcock style.
Yeah.
Well, no, he actually has a speaking role.
Right, yeah. But still, it was great.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. He's so awesome.
Yeah. Toby Huss shows up.
Who's that?
He's the guy that was trying to arrange for like a book deal for
Oh, okay.
Robin Williams' character.
Okay.
He's been in a bunch of stuff. He's,
I know him as gay Corbin Burnson.
I don't think he's gay, but,
In this movie.
in this movie, definitely, yeah. He was in the show Carnival.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
He was the Wiz in Seinfeld.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have seen that.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize him. Yeah, there's a lot of good actors whose names I don't know in this
Right,
movie.
yeah.
Like I really like the hoarder lady, the zombie
Yeah,
loving
yeah.
hoarder lady. She was awesome.
She was very awesome, yeah.
Even the vegetarian kid, could relate to that kid.
Of course.
Because 9 times out of 10, I have to. People are like, hey, like my cousin lives with us now,
Right.
and you'd think after like 2 months of him knowing that I'm a vegetarian, like he's always still like, you want some of this? He's like cooking something, and I'm like, oh, it's got bacon in it.
Yeah, bacon-filled steak.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm like, I'm a vegetarian, and like today, like they were making food, and he's like, here, you want some turkey? And I was like, I'm a vegetarian. He's like, you don't eat turkey either? I was like, nah, vegetarian means I don't eat any animals.
Yeah.
And he's like, every time I walk, every time I'm making something food-wise, he's like, what are you making? Tofu soup? And I was like, I do like tofu.
Yeah.
I don't eat it every day.
Yeah.
Not even every week sometimes,
You do like soup, too.
I do like soup.
Yeah.
Mushroom soup, you got your broccoli soup, you got your vegetable soup, you got your, whatever. But yeah, so a lot of times I find myself in situations where, like even to people who know I don't eat meat,
Right.
I have to explain to them that meat is meat.
Yeah.
So I could relate to that poor little kid.
Yeah. Well, that kid, it's not like anyone was, forcing meat on him or anything like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the first time it's like, he asks if there's anything to eat, and Robin Williams points to the fridge. He can go make himself whatever he wants.
That's true.
And he's just like, I'm a vegetarian, and he walks out of the room.
Yeah. Waiting for him to prepare something.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, he had a touch of like Zippy's explanation, My friend Zippy, God love him. I like the guy, but every time we go out to eat anywhere, he explains to the hostess that he's diabetic,
Right.
and that and it's like nobody needs to know that.
No, yeah.
Never.
You should be able to figure out what you can and can't eat on your own.
Yeah.
Not have a waitress tell you,
Yeah.
what's in what.
Measuring the glucose
Right,
level
yeah.
of every potato and yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that kid had a touch of that.
Yeah.
He reminded me a lot of there's this kid that comes in my work. He's a comic fan and a Magic the Gathering fan, so he's half alright. And him and his dad both read comics and play Magic. So they're just nerds.
they're both half alright.
Yeah. We'll leave that to your listener to determine which half is alright. No, but he's pretty cool. And he reminds me a lot of this kid. Like he's just like this awkward, like skinny, trying to fit in, kind of weirdo kid.
Yeah.
So I felt like I knew the kid, sort of.
Right. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
He's probably the only actual likable character in the movie.
As far as like students go.
Yeah. Him and the old lady.
Yeah.
Probably the two, non-asshole people in the movie.
Yeah.
Like even Robin Williams, when he sort of redeems himself and feels redeemed, he there's still a good chunk of the movie where he's just kind of a dick.
Yeah.
But I think those two characters wind up unscathed through most of the movie.
Bobcat was pretty cool.
Huh?
Bobcat was pretty cool. His
Bobcat was
character.
awesome too.
Of course, you never really know that.
Right. Yeah.
All you know is that he drives a car.
Right. Yeah. And of course, I mean, I don't think we can get away without talking about Bruce Hornsby.
He's pretty cool. How cool is that?
That's awesome.
Like, it's this, like, running joke in the movie, like, you know, how lame Bruce Hornsby is, basically. Like, how no kid could ever possibly like him, and then it's a joke in itself that Robin Williams sells it as if that was his favorite CD. And then later in the movie, surprise,
He shows up.
Yeah, do a live song in honor of the dead kid.
And it was a great rendition of that song, too.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's
like his one big hit that he had in the 80s, and it's just sort of just a different take on it. It was really good.
I could not name a single Bruce Hornsby song, including the one in the film.
I couldn't tell you what the name of it was, but it's the one that I remember from the radio. Yeah.
He's just one of those names. I've heard the name, but, you know, I always thought of him as, I just had this, like, you know, abstract feeling that he was like a lamer Don Henley, you know? But I never really knew anything about him.
Yeah, he's more like a piano crooner type.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like Billy Joel style? Or?
Like a quieter Billy Joel, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I can't stand Billy Joel.
Yeah, well, Billy Joel is kind of an asshole.
Oh, yeah.
Notoriously.
Really?
Yeah. Well, you know, he keeps driving into people's houses and shit. And
well, maybe he's just a bad driver.
I think he's usually drunk and angry. And I think he's got like a lot of, short man syndrome, you know.
Well,
But Bruce Hornsby is more of a, because, Billy Joel is more of a, I think he feels like he's more of a rock and roll kind of guy.
okay.
You know, rock and roll piano. But Bruce Hornsby is definitely more adult contemporary.
The James Taylor style.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Well, who doesn't like James Taylor?
Right. I've seen Fire and I've seen Rain.
Yeah.
Is that the guy?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just know every woman I've ever met loves James Taylor.
Really?
Yeah.
Even your lady friend?
I don't think she does.
Okay,
Maybe
yeah.
she transcends all cliches.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
I've never met any lady that actually likes James Taylor.
Oh, really?
At least not older than 40.
Not
Or
younger.
Not younger than 40.
Oh yeah, every lady like I dated Amanda for years. She loved James Taylor.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Huh. Yeah. See, my Amanda probably doesn't even know who James Taylor is.
She's like, I think I went to school with him. You know. It's a common name. It's the joke there. Yeah. He went by Jimmy though in high school. Maybe changed it to seem more, adult and responsible.
Yeah, good movie. Great movie.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But still, like, with a message.
Yeah.
I mean,
a little bit. Yeah.
About, don't be such an asshole. Don't be fake.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if people like it or not.
Right.
That's why we do this show. Obviously, no one cares.
Right. And also, don't try to choke yourself while jerking off.
Well.
That's also a message in this movie.
Well, don't go that far. Just say be careful when choking yourself while masturbating.
I'm sorry, but we lost already, David Carradine to this. We lost this character in the movie. This is an epidemic.
Michael Stipe.
Michael Stipe.
Oprah, Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, the guy from NXS.
Yeah.
Bono.
Oh, yeah. Jack Kirby.
Stan Lee.
Oh, my God,
They
yeah.
were doing it together.
Yeah.
It was a competition.
Yeah.
See which one could last longer.
I'm gonna go with Kirby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we lost them both.
Right.
But yeah, Kirby.
In my mind, he lasted longer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to tell.
Oh, yeah, the Kirby crackle.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what he called his semen when
Yeah.
it shot out on his computer screen.
Yep.
Kirby Crackle. It's in the coroner's report. Look it up. Let's forget its name. Stanley really dead?
No.
Okay. Because he could have been.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at the paper today.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like 97.
Yeah. Mike Wallace died, though.
Yeah.
He was 93.
Audio arousal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Wow. I did not realize.
Yep.
Wow. Man, they all go that way.
Yeah. Autoerotic asphyxiation.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Mr. Wallace.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Not audio arousal or whatever.
Yeah, he was listening to the Beastie Boys and it just blew up his brain.
Well, who hasn't had that happen? Yeah.
Oh, except
We're just
maybe.
young enough to not die from it.
Yeah, yeah. We're resilient.
Yeah, we can listen to Paul's Boutique without dying.
That's right. Oh, man. What a great album.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, I don't know if I have more to say. Other than I highly recommend it.
Yeah. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
If you don't mind the dark kind of style.
Yeah.
And if you've made it this far into the show, you probably don't mind that sort of
Right,
thing.
yeah.
Vulgarity and darkness.
Definitely makes me want to seek out more of
Bruce
Bobcat
Hornsby.
Goldthwait
Oh, okay.
movies. And some Bruce Hornsby. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen Shakes the Clown, which I fucking love.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
But I don't know any other movies that he's done.
I think there's one, it's called like Sleeping Dogs Lie or something like that. And I know he's got a new one coming out, with,
Excuse me.
one of the Murray brothers.
Oh, really?
Joel Murray, I think. The one who's, in a lot of sitcoms, and he was in the movie Hatchet. But, it's this movie where this guy, I think he finds out that he's, dying. And, one day he's ready to kill himself and he's watching TV and then there's like some horrible reality TV show on. And he decides that maybe he's better off, just going around killing those people.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, does Bobcat write these movies? Because I'm pretty sure he wrote and directed Shakes the Clown, but I didn't notice on this one.
He's written and directed by.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so.
Wow, yeah, he's great.
Oh yeah.
Man,
He's come a long way since the, screamy, jangly, whatever the fuck he was doing in the mid-80s.
Yeah. I mean, I had a comedy cassette called Meat Bob when I was a kid, and I used to listen to it. Every time we took a vacation, like to Kentucky, I would always bring it on my cassette Walkman, and I thought it was hilarious, and I haven't heard it since I was a kid, so I'm sure it's pretty dated, but I think he's always been awesome.
Yeah.
But he seems to have grown with me, probably.
Yeah.
You know, like he's definitely doing much more mature stuff than when I was 15.
Yeah.
Or 12 or whatever it was.
I think, cause I've heard interviews with him. I listen to a lot of comedy related podcasts. He's popped up occasionally.
Oh yeah.
I think I remember hearing, even the whole Bobcat thing was it was a joke. Him and, the guy who does the voice of, SpongeBob SquarePants.
He was also in this movie.
Who was also in this movie. Him, Bob, and, some other guy, all decided, wouldn't it be funny if we all went up on stage with the name Cat after our names, and, his just happened to stick.
Really? What were some of the other names, you know?
Tomcat was, Tom
Okay.
Kenny, and I can't remember the third guy.
See, it almost seems like Tomcat would stick better because his name sort of has that alliteration.
A little bit, yeah.
Tomcat, Tom Kennedy. Yeah.
Well, Bobcat also is a thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but his last name has that K sound.
Tomcat Kenny.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a little Tomcat Kenny. Tomcat Kenny.
It's harder to say.
It's a little weird. Yeah.
Goldthwait's kind of hard to say.
Well, yeah.
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 What is that name? What's the origin of that name? Yeah.
Do not know.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know. Almost sounds Jewish.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the gold, definitely. I think that part.
He is comedy gold.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that I know he struggled for a long while to sort of get rid of the reputation for being the guy from the Police Academy movies.
That voice and everything.
Yeah, the voice and the thing. And I know he says that sometimes when he goes on tour, he kind of has to do it still, just to sort of get the audience on his side.
Right.
But he also can kind of drop it pretty quickly, too.
It's like a band having to play their radio song.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin having to play Stairway to Heaven. Yeah.
Well, those douchebags probably love playing that song.
That's true, yeah.
But Robin Williams was actually, he had a cameo in Shakes the Clown, even way back then. And also, Bobcat sort of did the Bobcat thing. Like, it was a very toned down.
Yeah.
But I mean, it
was like a timid version.
Oh, you mean in this one?
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say in Shakes the Clown, like, he sort of does it a bit more.
Right.
And like, that was probably...
Well, that was in the late 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think
so it was probably still, what
it was bread and butter, right?
Yeah. So, I heard a comedy album of his, I think from the early 90s, and he was kind of doing the thing, yeah.
Because he definitely didn't do it in blow at all. He was real straight. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah,
good for Bobcat.
Fuck yeah.
Watch his freaking movies.
Hell yeah. I will.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen them.
Yeah.
I'm going to check them out now.
Sleeping Dogs Lie.
Sleeping Dogs Lie, Shakes the Clown, and whatever the new one is.
And World's Greatest Dad.
World's Greatest Dad, which we just watched.
I would watch that again.
For
shizzle.
Yeah.
I've said for shizzle 3 times now.
Have you?
Yeah.
Today?
Well, on the show.
On the show?
Well, me saying I just said for shizzle when there's 4. Me saying that I said it was the 3rd time.
I don't remember the first.
I snuck it in.
Oh, okay.
Sneak it in.
Huh.
I'm bringing it back.
Don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, let's take a break.
Look up the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I want my dollar.
Yeah. I want my dollar.
Alright.
Alright, we'll be back. One of us, $1 richer.
Good times for a change. See the luck I've had can make a good man bad. So please, 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 let me get what I want. Lord knows it would be the first time. Haven't had a dream in a long time. See the life I've had, make a good man bad. For once in my life, let me get what I want. Lord knows it would be the first time. Lord knows it would be the first time.
Hey, welcome back to Good Adventures.
Howdy.
What's going on?
Oh, not much.
So, took a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We looked up some information.
Yeah, we saw it was Edward Muybridge's birthday.
Yeah.
183.
Yeah, 182.
182? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Bet $1?
I think it was 183. Yeah, double or nothing. Yeah, you went to IMDb and looked up the stuff.
Yep. Larry Cohen directed it. Stars an uncredited Eric Bogosian as the clerk at the store. An uncredited Mira Sorvino as a factory worker. Who else was in there?
Abe Vigoda?
Abe Vigoda and the commercial for the stuff. Yeah.
Which would make me want to buy the stuff.
Oh, yeah. No Michael Graves.
No Michael Graves. Nope.
Nope.
Uncredited.
So much so, not even listed on IMDb.
Yeah, well, you know, some people like to keep it a secret. You know. I'm not one of those people. I shout it proud. Michael Gross in the stuff. I'm not afraid to tell you what IMDb won't. Oh, no, okay. We bet $1.
Yep.
And
He has got out his wallet.
you can maybe hear I think the Velcro's not working.
How does Velcro not work?
And yes, I do have a Velcro wallet because I'm an adult.
Right. Well, that's better than your previous wallet.
And there's
And here's that's
there's
$1.
$1. A real.
And it is now in my hand. It's got a piece of tape holding it together.
That's how I roll.
It's got written twice on the front, 100 mix.
Yeah, well, I was making a grocery list. I needed some pancake mix and some menthol 100s.
And this is the sound of me putting that $1 in my pocket.
Fuck you, Michael Gross. For looking too much like Michael Moriarty. They even share half of their names are the same. Old white dudes.
Yeah, well, I would like to thank Michael Moriarty for being in almost every Larry Cohen movie in the 80s.
Really? Was he?
Yeah. He was in It's Alive, Q, Quetzalcoatl.
Hmm.
I think he was in Q. Maybe he wasn't.
That was Michael Gross. Yeah.
Well,
No, it was Alan Thicke. That's who it was. $20.
Well, definitely, for sure, the aforementioned David Carradine was in it.
Oh, yeah.
Pre-autoerotic asphyxiation
Right.
death.
That was before. Yeah. I wonder if he was still doing that, like, the whole time. Or...
I don't know. Yeah. Maybe he learned it on Kung Fu.
Yeah, yeah. Is that a kung fu move? That would certainly scare away most opponents.
Maybe.
Oh shit, he's wrapping his neck and, what's he doing now? I'm out of here.
Maybe he learned it on the set of Kill Bill.
Oh, possibly.
Quentin.
Quentin Tarantino's foot fetish evolved into a
Autoerotic.
Man, I keep wanting to call it audio arousal.
I don't know. Yeah.
Audio arousal, even.
Yeah.
Man, I saw them open for for dick junk. That sounds kind of like a really tawdry Christian band. We're audio arousal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if Audio Adrenaline suddenly stopped doing Christian.
Right.
They wanted to get some hotter
Right,
girls
right.
at their shows.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Yeah, I have no idea what I was thinking, because I swear I've seen, like, Michael Gross in a horror movie in the 80s.
Yeah, it was called Tremors.
No, that was in the, 1990. I'm talking about when I was young.
Yeah, you were young back then.
No, younger than that. Like 5 years before that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you're wrong, because we looked up Michael Gross.
No, I believe you.
Yeah. And,
I just, I have false memories.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder what else isn't real.
Well, many things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, you're probably just remembering Tremors and you just thought you saw it.
Maybe.
Because, I mean, honestly, if you would have told me, I was like, oh yeah, that movie came out in like 1987.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe one of my friends rented Tremors and The Stuff at the same time. It's like,
Could be.
come over and watch The Stuff. And then we watched Tremors and I thought it was The Stuff.
Right. It seems like a fine double feature.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Cheesy horror movies.
Like a good drive-in double feature. There.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So looks like my luck is turning around then.
What? Because you got this new
Because
dollar?
I got $1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
After 2 weeks of horrible bullshit that keeps happening to me, yeah, it feels
Sweet.
good to be $1 up.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you can, rent a car for a week with that $1.
Oh, yeah. It'll be my down payment on a new car.
You just walk into the car lot and be like, "Excuse me, fine sir." You're like straightening out the $1.
Right.
Like,
And it
what?
tears apart because the
Because
tape
the
is
tape.
weak.
And you're like, "Well, just give me some Scotch tape and I will take your finest vehicle, please." And here, sir, is my down payment. There's also a nickel I found on my couch.
So yeah. Well, luck has. Yeah, it's been an uneven ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got rid of my old car. I arranged for it to be taken away to a junkyard.
Junkyard.
And paid for my rent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's
Sold.
something.
Yeah. But then, I also discovered that my PlayStation broke.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. It still works, actually. I can play the downloaded games. I can play PlayStation 1 games. I can play DVDs. I can play CDs. And I can play data discs. I just can't play PlayStation 3 games or Blu-rays.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you got all those other options.
Yeah, but, I don't want those other options. I want, the reasons that I bought the fucking thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I gotta take it apart.
Oh,
fix
really?
it.
You're gonna
Yeah.
try? Wow.
Yeah.
See, I'm so mechanically uninclined, I would just be like, somebody get me a new one.
I am, mostly mechanically terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But, I have taken apart more than a few things and fixed them before.
Really?
So,
Nice.
I feel a nervous confidence that I can do it.
Wow, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
I wish you luck with that.
Thank you. It's just annoying. It's just like, every expensive electronic or mechanical device that I have is suddenly dying on me.
You're like the Pyramid of Darkness from G.I. Joe.
Alright. Yeah, maybe I am a walking EMP.
Yeah. There's worse things,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I even had some problems today with my phone.
Oh man.
I made a phone call to my mom, and when I hung up, the screen on the phone was all jumbly and shit, and like when I tried to swipe to another screen, like it got worse,
Ooh.
and like the only way I could fix it was by restarting the phone. And I did that like 3 times today.
Maybe technology worldwide is just breaking down.
I don't know. And then on top of that, because I woke up around 10:30, but I didn't like unplug my phone from the charger until like noon. And by 3 o'clock, I had used all the battery power.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, just like doing nothing?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I made. I texted back and forth with my friends, for about an hour or so, but like, turn off the phone each time.
Mm-hmm.
I made like 3 phone calls. But still, it shouldn't be enough to, completely
Deplete it, right?
Yeah.
I think it's the end times.
Could
Clearly.
be. Again, I said it last week. I wish I knew for sure that it was, because then I would not bother getting in debt to buy a new car.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just make other people drive me around.
Yeah. See, I would just go for the debt if I knew it was end times.
And again,
you never have to pay it off.
Yeah, but you still have to make that monthly payment until that point.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm gonna, incur myself in debt,
We could use that car to rob banks.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could borrow one of the Megatrons that we sell at Mavericks, the old PS38 or whatever it's called. Knock over some convenience stores with a Megatron.
Yeah.
How awesome would that be?
That would be pretty awesome. Yeah.
Just don't transform it into robot form.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I mean, some people might still give you the money because
Right.
they're like, that guy's fucking crazy. He's trying to rob me with a robot. But overall, I'd say it'd be better to leave it in gun form.
Should I put the scope on it?
Ooh. No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
think
it's
so.
kind of plasticky looking.
Yeah.
Maybe even peel the Decepticon logo stickers
Yeah,
off
probably.
the barrel.
Yeah. Although, I drive around a lot, I see cars with Decepticon logos
That's
on
true.
them.
Well, yeah. I wonder if those are real Decepticons.
I've always wondered that too.
Yeah. See, I'm glad I'm not alone.
Right. I've, when my ex-girlfriend and I saw the first Transformers movie, She looked into trying to get like like an actual Autobot, emblem to put on the car.
Right.
Not a sticker,
Or
but like a metal emblem,
Wow.
that you could screw on.
wow. That's high
Yeah.
quality nerddom.
I don't think she ever found one.
No.
Yeah, or she did. She just never went for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that'd be awesome. I mean, if there are real Transformers out there, they would see this as like the perfect time, like after the movies came out.
Right.
Like, we can just wear our symbols proud, man.
Yeah.
Hiding in plain sight.
Maybe they are. Maybe they are.
I would like this world better.
If we were Transformers.
If I
in it.
knew there were Transformers out there somewhere.
Yeah. Well, what if you're driving around and suddenly there's like a battle on the highway, Michael Bay style?
Ooh. As long as it's in the other lane.
Okay.
Keep it in that lane.
Yeah, but like from first-hand experience, like 2 weeks ago, like I was driving home from work, and there was like a 50-minute backup, like right off of the exit that I got off on to get onto 75, and by the time we finally got moving again, the accident that had caused this backup was on the opposite side of the highway, on the far, far lane away from where we were.
Really?
Yeah.
So just like rubbernecking.
Yep. 50-minute backup for rubbernecking.
That's people.
That's bullshit.
That's people, alright.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Yeah. Don't like it.
Nope.
Don't like it.
People suck. Yeah.
So, anything else going on? Exciting?
Exciting? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technology,
Just technology.
bad.
Trying to find a new car. Technology fucked me over yesterday. I went out car shopping. I'm borrowing my mom's car when I can. And so I went out and had my phone with me, which is a smartphone, and it has a little GPS thing on it. And, so I was looking for this one dealership that my landlord had recommended to me. I was in Fairborn, Ohio, home of the best comic book shop in the Dayton, Ohio region.
I thought you were going to say Kyle Hotz.
And the home of Kyle Hotz. Yeah. And Wright-Patterson Air Force Base.
Oh.
So, I was out there in that region, and my landlord had recommended me go to a place called Enon Auto Sales. Enon is a very small town near Fairborn.
Also a band.
Enon?
Yeah.
Well, they were not there.
Yeah. You never know. Some of those guys might be used car salesmen.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Not the guy I dealt with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So I use my phone to plug in the address, and I'm parked in a UDF parking lots. I'm like, okay, get me to this place, and like it calculates the directions, and so I'm like, all right. So I get on the road. It tells me to go down this long, skinny, kind of scary country road.
Right.
And so I'm traveling down it, and I don't know where I'm at. I don't even know what the speed limit on this thing is. There are cars coming, the opposite direction, and it doesn't feel like there's enough room for both of us to be on the road at the same time. And suddenly my phone rings. It's a dealership that I had dealt with like a week ago. They just keep harassing me.
Right.
And so, I don't answer the phone when I'm driving, so I decline the call. However, just the very fact that the phone rang completely erased the GPS. And I'm stuck on this never-ending road to nowhere with no place to pull over to recalculate the location. So I drive like maybe 10 more miles before I finally find a place where I can pull off, and recalculate, and it tells me to go this backwards, fucked up way to get there, and I finally make it to the place. I test drive a couple cars, very insistent that I not leave there without buying one. I tell them that I'm still looking, and so I finally, I get back to my car, or my mom's car, recalculate, an address to get my way back home. So it tells me to go down this road that the car dealership is on, It says go straight for like 5 miles. So I go straight for 5 miles on this road, and I fucking passed the UDF that I started out on.
It sounds like some sort of surreal dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some horrible nightmare.
It was annoying. Definitely annoying.
You made it back.
I made it back.
Safe.
Yeah.
You got to test drive a couple cars? Anything promising?
There was a Hyundai, 2004 Hyundai, XG 350 that I liked. And I test drove a Nissan Altima 2005. That was okay. I had a lot of miles on that one though. But my mom, let me her car for tomorrow. I got the day off from work, so hopefully go out, look at a few more.
That's cool.
I got another Perspective one that I'm looking at that has pretty low mileage and, is in my price range, so.
Sweet.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, hope you find something good.
Yeah. But, I did stop in at, Dayton, Ohio is a great comic book shop.
Yeah.
Bookery.
I didn't see. Oh, okay.
Yeah. About a couple discount trades.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. I enjoy going to a bookery for about 5 minutes every time I'm in Fairborn.
Oh, yeah. It's been years since I've been there. I went there probably in, 2002.
Wow.
It's probably like 10 years ago. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Is it just competition?
No, it's just I used to go there all the time when I was a teenager because they ordered a bunch of stuff that Mavericks didn't order.
Right. That's why I usually go there.
Yeah. But once I started,
like Batman.
Yeah, who needs it?
Action comics.
Yeah, whatever. It's so last year. Didn't they cancel that last year?
Uh-huh.
Okay. But yeah,
because stores like Mavericks aren't ordering.
But once I start ordering stuff, I don't really I'll stop in shops when I'm out of town to see if there's just something weird
things,
but I mean, I hardly ever, unless I'm looking for some Liefeld comics or whatever. Why bother going to the competition, the local competition?
Right. But they, I keep saying they're Dayton's greatest comic shop, and I don't know. They're
the most well-known.
They're the most well-known. It's a nice comic shop. It's very clean.
Mm-hmm.
They do have a good selection. But they're also probably the most unfriendly comic shop that I've ever been to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Other than Dark Star 1 in Yellow Springs.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Those guys are always friendly to me.
Oh, those guys are always assholes to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
Because they're fucking hippies.
Oh,
the hippies are fucking assholes.
Oh, the hippies like me. So, yeah, we get along.
Fucking hippie.
Yeah, that's true.
No, seriously, the worst experience I've ever had in a comic shop was in
Really?
Dark Star 1.
Wow.
And Dark Star 3. But that's just because that guy was the comic book guy from The Simpsons.
Wow. Yeah, when I was younger, there was two guys, Kevin and Steve, at the bookery that were always awesome to me. But after
yeah, when I was younger, I think those guys were there too. And
Yeah.
Steve definitely was a nice guy.
Mm-hmm. But after a while, they just started hiring people. It was more just a job thing.
Right.
I would go in and if you asked them a question, they didn't know anything about anything they sold. They were just
Right.
I just work here, I can ring you up. And, it just seemed like a lot more sterile after they moved and after some of the old help.
Yeah, when they moved locations. Because they used to be in this really cool old building.
Oh, yeah, it was awesome.
Just made out of stone, and it was just this unique experience to go into.
It was right next, feet away from a firehouse.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it had 4 or 5 different rooms that you kind of would wander through, some sort of weird comic castle.
It was circular, so if you walked into the back issue room, you could keep going, and then eventually you'd wind back up in the front again.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
People probably stole stuff from them all the time.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they had cameras.
Yeah.
Because I know that they definitely have cameras now. Every single place they have like three storefronts, I think, out there. So
yeah, they're taking over that town.
yeah, they're them and Foy's.
Right.
It's a battle.
Yeah. See who buys the other one first. Yeah, I haven't been there because I remember the last place I lived when I like shopped there for some reason. Because I remember going home and I bought some old Batman comics. Yeah. And I got home because they have a shitload of awesome Silver and Golden Age comics. I mean, they really do. But when I got home, I read those, and I remember that was back when I lived on Wyoming Street. So I was like 02, something like that.
I do like going there. Well, I remember, the last time I had a file there, they stopped giving discounts to people, and, it's just, they had moved, and it was just sort of a very sterile and unfriendly place. But I do like going there because they have across the street from the main store, they have a gaming annex.
You like to play Magic there?
I like to play Magic there.
Yeah.
But no, like even in that store, they have like another room which has used books, and they also have a huge selection of like half-price trade paperbacks. So I usually like to go in there and see what they have, and I usually wind up with something that I've been looking for a while.
Oh, that's cool.
And I'm not going to tell you what I bought because I'm probably going to pick them.
Sweet.
But I didn't go to the main store at all, because if I want to buy a new comic, I'm going to go to Mavericks.
Yeah.
Until next month.
Oh. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bookery. Blah, blah.
Yeah, it's got a reputation, for being, the comic shop of Ohio, really, but,
right.
I don't know, Mavericks is better in certain respects.
Oh, I like the Mavericks better. I mean, we got our charm.
Right. I mean, if you just got rid of the Magic section and the sports card section, that would be a hell of a store.
I would love to downsize both those sections.
Right.
That would be great because I mean, at this point, there's no real reason for me to stay working there. It's not a bad job.
Right.
But, it's not a particularly high paying job.
Right.
And, I've
you worked there so long because you loved it.
I've stayed there because I love comics.
Right.
I don't mind having a job that isn't exactly high end because I get to deal with comics all day. It's freaking awesome. But, if I could get a good job selling, underwear.
Right.
I like underwear as much as I like Magic cards and sports cards, so.
I would say you probably like it more than
I do, I use it a lot more often. I mean, not today because it's a holiday.
Well, it's Easter.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But no, I don't know. I still enjoy my job. It's too bad that we can't sustain a shop like that solely on comics in that area.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bitch about it because it's still fun.
Right.
It's still a fun job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of comics, though,
Ooh.
I should probably pick one, eh?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like a comic.
Yeah. Do you like the New 52?
Some of it.
Yeah.
Not the Flash.
Oh, that's not the one I was going to pick.
Okay.
So that's good.
Yeah, I will say, I haven't read a whole lot of them. I've just read a handful. I think I've read Action, Batman, Wonder Woman, and The Flash. And The Flash is the weakest of the bunch that I've read so far.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't read very many. I read a bunch of number ones, but the only ones I've stuck with are All-Star Western and Batman.
Yeah.
And I really like both of those.
Yeah.
But there was one that I've been buying, and I've only read the first issue just to make sure I liked it.
Right.
And I was waiting until there was a chunk.
Right.
And there's a chunk of them out now.
Yeah.
And there's the entire series out now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I figure we can just read the entire series.
Alright, so, Our Men of War, or whatever that book was.
Blackhawks. Coming soon. Yeah. No, it's, Rob Liefeld's Hawk and Dove.
Sweet! I've been so much looking forward to reading another Rob Liefeld book.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. No,
So,
no.
oh, hold on. Before you make your actual pick here, we brought it up a little bit last week, but it's gotten worse since then.
Yeah.
You've been buying a shit ton of Rob Liefeld comics.
Yeah. I started to deny it or like downplay it, but no, yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we mentioned before, I went to the comic convention, I found I got like 30 or 40 Liefeld comics for $10, basically. So it was a pretty good deal. And then actually, after, I don't think I even told you this, after, we did our podcast was it Monday? Last week?
Uh-huh.
After we did that, I had to go to the grocery. I was over at Kroger and I was like, I might as well I've been meaning to look at our quarter box just to see if there's any Liefeld comics. I popped into Mavericks and, we've got like a couple dozen quarter boxes.
Yeah.
I just sat there and went through every single one looking for like books that Liefeld did, like even covers. And I spent another $5 that night. And then the next day I had off and I went to Bell Book and Comic, another comic shop in Dayton. And I told the guy that works there, he's the owner, and we've traded back and forth.
Right. You've known each other for decades.
Since I was a teenager, yeah. And I said, look, I've fallen and hit my head somewhere, and I don't remember it, but apparently I'm now collecting Rob Liefeld comics. And I said, so I'd like to buy some. I said, do you have a quarter box or whatever? And he's like, well, we had some cheap boxes like that, but, we had them at the show, now we're still unpacking. He's like, I don't know where anything's at. And I was like, well, maybe I'll just look around in your back issues. I said, but is there anything am I going to find anything that's $1 or less? Because I've put $1 cap. I won't spend more than $1 per book. And,
well, that's something.
Yeah, at least I'm not completely insane yet. But he was like, I'll tell you what, any comic you can find back there that Liefeld drew, I'll sell it to you for $1. I don't care what it is. and it was funny because, like, he didn't think it was a joke or, like, laugh about it or anything. He was just like, okay, yeah, this is fine, we'll make this happen. And I was like,
it's because he just wants your money.
Yeah, he just wants my money, and he's like a drug dealer that sees a guy that's dying on the smack. He's like, I'll still sell you a smack. I don't care. But I asked him, I said, can you think of anything? Cause I've got I've got the Young Bloods, I've got the Blood Strikes, I've got the Brigades, I've got the X-Force, I've got the New Mutants. I was like, what else what has he done that you can think of? And it was weird because he totally remembers everything that Liefeld did in the 80s and maybe early 90s. But after that, because everything he named, he's like, oh, he did issue number 40 of X Factor. I was like, I've got that. He was like, he did New Mutants Annual 4 and 5. I was like, got him. And, everything that he mentioned was something old. And it makes me wonder if, does anybody who knows Liefeld know, are there fans of him that know his name that bought Deadpool Corps, or do they just buy Deadpool Corps because Deadpool did it? I mean,
I'm pretty sure that people are buying it because of him.
Because of him? Okay. Because, nobody, comes in to my store and, specifically asks for Liefeld stuff anymore.
Right.
And the people that do know who he is only seem to remember, the early 90s and older, so I just thought it was kind of strange.
Yeah. I think, mid to late 90s and early 2000s was one of those things where, he'd, been fully realized as a joke by that point.
Right.
And also because he was putting out so much crap with his name attached to it.
Yeah.
That, I think at that point it was, almost hard to keep track of everything.
Yeah, I can't even remember if all these things existed because, he ripped off Captain America with Fighting American. He ripped off Hulk with Smash. Did that ever even come out?
I don't think that ever even came out.
Yeah, I don't think it did. Yeah. But yeah, so he was just kind of churning things out. Yeah. And he would start them.
And,
he would abandon projects and hop ships and then have other people draw it. He would do the covers maybe. And yeah, he's a very strange, eclectic, maybe attention deficit sort of style of
kind of, definitely, yeah.
But so I found a bunch of stuff there at Bell Book, and he gave me a sweet deal, even cheaper than $1 each, because I had so many. And then after that, I kind of tooled around just a little bit on eBay to see if there's anything I just didn't know of. I was like looking at, I just typed in like Liefeld and like, I found a Youngblood t-shirt in my size, but it was $30.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, maybe $5, you know.
Yeah. At this point, it's vintage. Right?
Well, it's true. It's like 20 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the only one on eBay too.
Yeah.
One shirt in my size. That was it.
It was probably everybody else wore theirs to the point where there were holes in them.
They faded it through and
Mountain Dew spilling all over them.
They're mowing lawns on them right now. But I did find, for a measly $5, I found 10 packs of sealed Youngblood trading cards from 1992, and like for even cheaper, I could have bought the complete set.
Right.
But I was like, I want to open these things.
Right.
Like that's like
that is the fun of trading cards. Yeah.
Like, you know, I might get one of the foil insert cards. Like, you know, I doubt if I can build a set out of, you know, I don't know how many cards are in a pack, but still, I figured like I'll buy 10 of them and I'll open one like the day I get them just to like check them out.
Yeah.
But the other 9, I'm gonna save for 9 rainy days. Because those things are gonna cheer me the fuck up. If I'm having a bad day, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go home and open a pack of Youngblood cards.
Until you open that first one on that first rainy day, and it's all doubles of the ones you already have.
And then I open another one.
Yeah.
I'll open them all on like this, like binge. I'll eat a tub of ice cream and open all my Youngblood cards.
So, are you gonna go back and are you gonna buy the 8 issues of Hawk and Dove that he did?
Oh, the new ones?
Yeah.
They're already mine. Yeah, like, I'll buy from...
Are you gonna get Deathstroke?
I added it to my file card.
You have a sickness. There needs to be an intervention.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's space.
Oh.
We'll throw you an indie comic intervention.
Yeah, people are like, you can't be reading... You know what this reminds me of? Seriously, it reminds me of, when I was in high school, it was a freshman year. The first day of school, I wore a Mike Wire t-shirt to school.
Yeah.
And, I remember it vividly because this guy who was like a junior, I think he was a junior, he was like a punk rock guy with a mohawk and everything, and he was like, whoa, Guar, that's awesome. And like, he was like the cool guy in the school, you know, like, cause everybody else was pretty straight, you know. Right. And we kind of became friends. And he came over to my house and, you know, he's like, oh, it's awesome. You're like, Guar, what other music do you like? And, like I opened up, I had this like drawer of my dresser that was just full of cassettes. And they're all lined up. And, you know, of course, like the only, like, quote unquote cool thing, I think I had like maybe a Ministries cassette and a Primus, but everything else was like hair bands, you know, like Guns N' Roses and whatever. Right. And I remember he specifically picked up Guns N' Roses and he was like, Guns N' Roses? What is this shit? I was like, I like Guns N' Roses. And he was like, oh, you should be listening to the Misfits and, you know, whatever. And, yeah, I never got into the Misfits, but yeah, that kind of reminded me of the same thing, like, that sort of like, you know, indie crowd going, what are you doing?
Hey, you know what? If it makes you happy, that's all that matters.
It's fun. Like, I don't know if I'll ever read them.
Right.
It's just something fun to collect, and they're super cheap. I mean, they're not expensive at all.
I mean, I have zero respect for you anymore.
Right.
But,
well, of course.
As long as you're not harming anyone.
Yeah.
Other than our friendship.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Well, I didn't actually pick Hawk and Dove. I chose another comic. I chose OMAC, One Man Army Corps.
Yeah? I don't think that's what it actually stands for.
One Man Anal Cunt.
Sure. I think that is exactly what it stands for. He's a big fan.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he does like one man shows.
Oh,
he has a snare drum, like with a foot pedal, you know, and he's got an electric guitar and a mic. And he just does, you know, he plays like, Guy Lombardo and all their hits, you know. That would be an amazing one man show. Just do an Anal Cunt album, start to finish.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Everyone Should Be Killed is their best album. Just so everyone knows.
Alright.
Morbid Florist is pretty good too.
Right.
But yeah, OMAC.
OMAC, yeah.
What does it stand for? One Man
Well, it used to stand for One Man Army Corps.
Yeah.
I think in this book, because I've read the first issue, I think it's like one mechanical something.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it stands for something different in this. But, yeah,
Okay.
it used to be One Man Army Corps, the Jack Kirby version,
Yeah.
and the John Byrne version.
Oh, yeah? Wow, I forgot about that.
Right.
So this is Dan DiDio and Keith Giffen.
Yep. Well, I have been buying those. I don't have the most recent issue, because that just came out last week.
So you gotta rush down to Bookery and pick it up.
I'm gonna rush down to Bookery. Luckily I've got my mom's car tomorrow.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'll pay triple the price for it, because that's what they charge.
Yeah, plus the gas to get there.
Right.
But at least you don't have to deal with Maverick's magic. Right?
Right.
Tomorrow is Magic Monday.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Damn it.
We have Magic Mondays every Monday where there's some sort of crazy discount. I forget what tomorrow's is. I think it's 10% off booster boxes and $5 off any decks. Last week it was 20% off single cards, and that was, let me tell you, pretty crazy.
I'm not gonna have any other chance to get there.
Ooh.
If I call you in advance, could you, like, meet me outside? Like, I'll pull up a driver's side window to the door,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
and, like, I'll have a $5 bill. You can just keep the change.
Tell you what, I know you got at least one single. If you have two more, I could just drop it off for you on the way home.
I don't have two more.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just have the $5 bill hanging out the window.
Yeah.
You just run out, you give me the comic, you can bring me the change later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can even just have $2 with the comic.
There you go.
There you
Yeah.
go.
All
Yeah.
right.
Wow. Perfect.
Yeah, I won't even take the discount on it.
Nice.
Yeah. Cause I'm just a convenience charge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are things more expensive when you go through the drive-thru at restaurants? Or is it the same price?
Usually the same
Same price, yeah. Okay. So I could get behind, paying like a quarter more
Yeah.
for that convenience.
Yeah. Drive up comic book service?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Cause yeah, I don't know that I wanna go in and do
Yeah.
Magic Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The criminally insane and the,
The kid from World's Greatest Dad.
yeah. That kid definitely plays Magic. Like every type. He's a EDH player, he's a Type 2 player. Might even have a legacy deck that he's stolen from one of his friend's parents. So sweet.
All right, OMAC.
OMAC.
Looking forward to it. And yeah, that's it.
Enjoy your day off tomorrow.
I will try.
Yeah.
It'll be another day of car shopping.
Car shopping.
Hassling with dealers.
Are you gonna go buy drugs too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna need them
Yeah.
for car shopping.
Yeah. Well, if you want, just pop into Mavericks. I mean,
Oh, okay.
I'm sure there's a drug dealer there tomorrow sometime. May not be the drug you want, but they'll have something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds fair.
Awesome.
Convenience charge.
Yeah, exactly. I'll give them the heads up. They can meet you out there in the fire lane with me. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll just hand you the $5 and you can give him the change and then you can give me the drinks.
Yeah, awesome. Perfect.
Alright. Let's call it a night.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go get some sleep.
Yeah. Me too.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye. You can subscribe to Gutter Trash at iTunes or directly at guttertrash.net. If you go to iTunes, please leave us a review. You can email us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. For more info, you can find us on Facebook, or you can go to seanborn.net or buyerbeware.guttertrash.net. Listen to our sister podcast, League Night, at league.guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening. Until next time.